Hello everyone, Leslie here. I am going to set up your tasks for the week and hopefully answer any questions that you might have. So, what are the tasks for this week? Part one of the book study, your personal response and article connection. Before we go there, let's look at and remind ourselves, what are our framing and guiding questions for this week? We're still looking at what forms power and subjugation emerge through the development of schooling in the US, and specifically what have been the impact on social groups, ability, ethnic, racial, religious, and the experiences of students and the development of schooling. So we're going to keep these in mind as we start looking at the task. So what is the personal response? And let me show you first where you can find this in Canvas. So you can find it in the discussions. And if you click this link, Guides for Personal Response, it will take you to this assignment. So part one is at the top, part two is at the bottom. And basically what I've done is pull the words from here into this PowerPoint so you can get a quick snapshot of the requirements. So what does it do? It tells us what the book means to you. And it requires you to have read really closely the text. Points to specific examples that you're drawing from the text, and maybe you might provide a page number or the sentence stem that starts that piece so that someone could go and find it in the book and look what you're referring to. And some questions that you should consider as you're beginning to write is, how is the text affecting you personally, like at an emotional level? What's your gut reaction? What are the implications for your teaching school context based on the history you're learning about? And then how might the community, families, and students in your school or district have been impacted by this history? So this is your gut response. So what the personal response isn't. It's not a summary. It's not, I really like this because, your personal opinion. We're not like trying to see if you got the right interpretation. It is exactly what personal response is. It's what you think about the book. Your response should be a thoughtful evaluation of the text and how it might have contributed or not to your understanding of a particular period in history and why. The piece that goes along with this is to find either a newspaper article or a scholarly article that connects the context of the book you're reading to the current time, so you can see how this is playing out in the current time, and attach the article and a brief connection, like 50 words brief connection from the article to the book you're arguing and how it demonstrates those themes playing out today. Make sure the link you provide is easy to open and you don't have to sign into a newspaper to read it, or you've attached the file. Just make it easy for the folks in your group if they want to check out what you have added. Where does the personal response get turned in? I'm going to take you back to Canvas and you'll see here's Canvas, and you're broken up into groups, and you'll upload yours just right here as a discussion response. And why do we want you to do this? We want you to do it in this way so that you can see what everybody else is thinking about their books. Maybe you can steal ideas, share ideas, look at research others have added. You're not required to respond to each other's posts, but we're hoping that you'll get kind of intrigued about what others are writing about and want to contribute your ideas to. So how is the personal response graded? As long as you fit within the guidelines, we're good. And those guidelines again are in the book study assignment instructions. We want you to get these two things turned in by Thursday instead of Sunday this week, so Thursday, June 25th, so that it gives others enough time to read what you've posted and check out the articles, and maybe you all can have a conversation. And then thinking ahead, we also want to remind you to go ahead and get started on Book Study Part 2. And remember, the explanation for Book Study Part 2 is at the bottom of this instruction page, and it's the critical pedagogy response. So we really strongly encourage you to get going on that now, especially so you can think about how you might support your argument and what's going to be your argument. And if you need help with the Writing Center, it'll give you enough time to submit that to them, get feedback on it before you have to turn it in. Lastly, if you need to check in, we're going to offer office hours next week. Suzanne's going to take those on Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday, June 23rd from 11:30 to 12:30. Wednesday, June 24th from 10 to 11. And these are all be via Zoom link. And you'll find all this information also as an announcement in the Canvas shell on Sunday. Suzanne will put the links in there and everything you need. So have a great week and reach out if you need some support. Thanks so much.